What's up, guys? Today, brand new videos. Today, guys, we're gonna be talking about something real special to me: fishing. And why I say fishing is because this is no other than a fishing vid, or a type of fishing vid, not a full fish vid. Fishing vid. So, right now, we're talking about some gear that I bought for bluegill fishing, pond fishing, and bass fishing. So, the gear that I have right here, this is a main pole that I'm going to be using. This is going to be my jigging rod, my popper rod. So this is going to be my jigging and popping rod. So popper, top water popper rod. And I got so many different rods. I got like a lot of rods right now. But I know a lot of people have a lot more than me. So we're going to be talking about this rod right here. And this is a 6'6" medium heavy rod, 5'3" to 1, 3'5" to 1, 5'3" to 1, which is a weird combination of numbers, but 5'3" to 1 gear ratio. That's a weird gear ratio, but I don't know. It's a Shakespeare rod. Typically, I would not buy a Shakespeare rod. Typically, I would not buy a Shakespeare rod, but I just liked the feel that I can do this big of a like a gap. So yeah, it's a 5'3" to 1, 5'20", 18 to 18-pound fluorocarbon. I was gonna change it for some braid, but I don't really got the money for braid. Braid here is $18 for like a spool of 30-pound. For a spool of 30-pound braid, it's like $18, but for a spool of fluorocarbon, it's like $10 or $5 or something, which is crazy. Fluorocarbon's a lot more expensive. Should be a lot more expensive because it's a high strength number. It's a high strength line, and it's not garbage line. So the line and lures that I got are top water. This is my top water box, baby. This is a top water box. Like, if I had a top water box, if I had to choose between a top water and a top water, if I had to choose between a box, regular box, and my top water box, bro, to go fishing for a day, and especially if it's winter, pull up my top water, get out there, go fishing, throw this in my bag, go fishing. The only reason that I would grab this box is because, first of all, it's top water. Who could beat top water? What can beat top water? Except like Senko's or stuff like that, but what can beat a popper? What can beat a popper? Like, honestly, what could beat a popper? What could beat a little lipless? What could beat a little rattled lipless crankbait? What could beat a frog? What could beat a jig? What could beat a spinnerbait? What could be a shad imitation? What could be a minnow or a shad imitation? What could be a minnow? What could be the shad imitation? What could be little blue or little tubes like minnow or shad tubes? What could be any of that besides like Senkos or Yum Dingers or Zoom worms or something like that? But for me, it's all about that reaction bite. If I'm getting reaction bites, I don't care. If I'm getting reactions out of the fish, if I'm getting massive blow ups if I see a massive blow up, I'm throwing my bait out there right where that blow up was, right where that blow up is. And this is what I do. I map out blow ups. So if it's like a foot off the bank, I'll draw a bank, and if it's like 10 feet off the bank, I'll draw lines and then put a circle. If it's like towards the another bank right here, I'll draw a circle with like 20 dots or 13 dots going out that way. But if it's right at the bank, like a foot or two, 10 feet or 5 feet away, I'll draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots blow up right there. And that's how I map out little blow ups. That's how I map out blow ups. But if they're giant blow ups, I'll draw like 10 circles around that one tiny little circle. So if it's a little one, I'll draw one little circle. But if it's like a massive blow up, I'll draw like a circle and then like waves. And that's how I would accomplish the top order bites. And that's where I would pinpoint. Okay, pinpoint everything here, pinpoint everything here. And I would map out, let's say if it's a blow up, and this is, just say if it's a blow up, say this is a blow up here, or say, I'm not really drawing, but say there's a blow up right. Say there's a blow up here, and then there's 1, 2, 3, and then a blow up, and then say there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna blow up, and then there's like 5 feet away. There's the dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then blow up. That's how I would like see. Okay, this is what they're biting, or this is what they're going after. If I see like white little speckles, I would say flip it over here. Say shad imitation, um, minnow, stuff like that, and I would just write minnow, shad, stuff like that, and I would write that down before, and I would go to my tackle, my tackle box, my top water box, which I'm going to only be taking when it's cold, because top water fish are at the top water, top of the water. So fish are going to be easy to target with square bells, poppers, shad imitation, minnow imitation, frogs, spinnerbaits, white little tubes, maybe a jig, stuff like that, and they'll be there. And then I'll just have to write down where they're blowing up at. And if they're blowing 10, like a foot off the bank, trust me, I'm gonna be blowing up the top water area. I'm gonna be blowing that top water right up. I'm gonna be blowing the top water. Yeah, yada, 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 yada. I'll pick that up. So yeah, show. I'll say, okay, top water, the bright and top water. When they're biting top water, I'm gonna be saying top water bite. Let's go for top water. If they're biting Senkos, and this is why I have Senkos, tiny little Senkos. So they're not big Senkos, they're tiny little Senkos, this small, tiny little Senko. I'll throw a Senko out there. If they're biting top water, I'll know right away. I'll know perfectly right away any day of the year, and I'll know. I'll know when I have to do it. So let's see. So here's a few baits that I would pick. If the top water bite's heavy, or just getting heavy middle of the day, and I know they're out there still at the top water because it's cold, but they're gonna go down because it's hot out, and they want to stay in the water column, like on top of the water, but they don't want to be visible because it's too hot. Definitely gonna be throwing a little jig out there, a little bait out there, jig. And why I decided to throw jig is because jigs will catch fish. People love jigs in their water box. I don't understand why. I understand why. Because they're so fantastic. They're fantastic to catch fish. Fantastic to catch fish. They will catch fish any day of the year over, let's say, a Gary Amato Senko or topwater. They're a master topwater. They're a slayer for topwater. That's why I bought them. That's why I buy them. And this is happen to be a black, or not a black. This has happened to be a green pumpkin with green pumpkin blue with blue flake right here. Green pumpkin blue flake, blue flake. That's why I have those. Because that's genius top waters. Top water, top water, top water, top water. Top water, top water, top water. Oh, the next top water I would throw. Little minor imitation right here. Perfect. Little minor imitation. It's a perfect minor imitation. It's a perfect all around bait. Meant for bass fishing, bluegill fishing. I would throw this if I know where I'm going. If I know there's bluegill, bass, and stuff. Bluegill will catch this better than a bass will. A bass won't engulf it and be gone. This bluegill will come, bite it, get hooked, set the hook, fish get hooked, and this is just a perfect little shad imitation for the middle of the day. It's illuminate. You can put it on top of the ceiling by the ceiling fan. Get in there, fish it, and it's a perfect paddle tail imitation. So it's going at a perfect paddle imitation. So it's paddling through the water column, just like this. They're paddling, and just fish comes, it's hooked, and they're a perfect bait for that. They're a perfect bait. Senko, on the other hand, is a bait to go fishing with, just because Senko, like, it's not that good. Next one I would go with is just a little popper. Popper is perfect for fishing. Shad imitations are perfect to go fishing for that top water bite. Frogs and tubes, they're perfect. Little mini tubes, they're good to go fishing because they imitate a little shad. Spinnerbait's perfect. Guys, that's gonna be it. Bye. Part 2 coming up.